Turn to the Iranian Navy for a moment. In relation to the ship that was sunk by a submarine, Defense Secretary Hegseth made the following statement. He also commented on further successes against the Iranian Navy.
In fact, yesterday, in the Indian Ocean, an American submarine sunk an Iranian warship that thought it was safe in international waters. Instead, it was sunk by a torpedo. Quiet death. The first sinking of an enemy ship by a torpedo since World War II. Like in that war, back when we were still the War Department, we are fighting to win. In fact, last night, we sunk their prize ship, the Soleimani. Looks like POTUS got him twice. Their navy not a factor. Pick your adjective, it is no more.
It seems that at sea, America's and Israel's dominance has also come to the forefront again, as Iran's navy appears to have been heavily degraded as well, much like its ballistic missile launchers, as numerous satellite images and additional videos suggest. In this case, for example, CENTCOM has published still images from the targeting of the Iris Shahid Sayed Shirazi, or however this is spelled, a Soleimani-class corvette of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Navy off the coast of Bandar Abbas in the Strait of Hormuz. This here appears to be footage of a highly dense, concentrated mass bombardment inside the city of Tehran, which by the looks of it could very well have been conducted by an American B-52 bomber. There have already been reports that these aircraft have now entered the battle. Their use is interesting in the sense that it likely indicates that the Americans and Israelis have established at least localized air superiority, allowing older and other non-stealth aircraft to operate more freely without the fear of being endangered by Iranian jets or air defense systems. Systems like the B-52 can also carry a very wide range and large quantity of payloads. Because of its enormous payload capacity, over 30 tons of ordnance, the B-52 is particularly suited for large-scale bombardment missions, as well as precision strikes against command centers' infrastructure and air defense systems. Of course, B-2 stealth bombers were also used to strike Iranian targets. Even the B-52's younger brother, the B-1 Lancer, has reportedly been used by now, which means that the United States has made use of its entire strategic bomber fleet over Iran. Along with many of the other assets, it has already thrown into the battle. Especially during the first phase of the war, US forces launched a massive number of advanced precision munitions and cruise missiles against Iranian targets. The strikes focused primarily on Iran's command and control facilities, senior leadership, air defense systems, and radar sites. Here, for example, we can see a swarm of American Tomahawk cruise missiles flying toward Iran. If you have nothing to do right now, you can replay this and try to count them, then write in the comments how many you saw. In times of AI, it's always good to have a sudden cognitive challenge, don't you think? Needs your help even more than the Ukraine war updates, but let's go. What you just saw was the exact moment an Israeli fighter dodged an Iranian surface-to-air missile over the skies of Tehran, as the city below was burning under the immense pressure of combined Israeli and American air power. According to the US Central Command, more than 1,700 targets across Iran were hit by the US military in just the first 72 hours of Operation Epic Fury. This is the name given to the operation aimed at wiping out the Iranian leadership, its capability to build and launch ballistic missiles, and its nuclear ambitions. An official release by the White House furthermore listed the destruction of Iran's navy as one of the main goals of the operation. In this context, a US submarine managed to sink an Iranian ship in the first confirmed torpedo kill since World War II. This here is footage of that incident. The Iranian frigate was transiting the Indian Ocean when it was sunk, but we will return to the Iranian Navy later. The